You're listening to Who's Tom and Dick, a weekly podcast with your hosts, Martin Weavers, fighting stage 4 lung cancer, and Patrick Mortimer, living with heart disease. Why not grab yourself a cup of coffee, sit back, and enjoy the chatter as we discuss and share information, talking about tough subjects, and offering help, support, and motivation with a positive mental attitude.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Who's Tom and Dick.
Good morning, Martin.
Good morning, Patrick.
How the devil are you?
I'm good, and we're out on the road today, aren't we?
Find ourselves out on the road.
And tell them where we're heading.
Well, we're heading to Norwich to meet up with a celebrity.
Well, she's famous all over the world, isn't she?
She's very famous all over the world, probably known best for her role in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Professor Sprout, that's who she plays. But I'm sure that you will all recognise the name as we introduce Miriam Margolyes.
Yes, Miriam Margolyes. And I first saw Miriam Margolyes in 1984 in a play in Colchester with Liz Gerbhardt, who used to be in Please Sir.
Name that play.
It was called 84 Charing Cross Road. Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm going to mention that to her when I see her.
Good memory, mate. Good memory. So we've been invited backstage because Miriam is currently on tour and she kicks off the tour today in Norwich, and that's where we're heading north. We've both got our passports ready.
Yes.
To cross the border.
We have.
Into Norfolk. And we've been invited backstage after the show. Now, she is very pressed for time, so she's not going to be able to give us a full 30 minutes, but she's going to give us exactly what she can. So we're going to hope we get a few minutes out of her.
And we want to thank the whole team for sorting this out, because this should have been done a year ago, shouldn't it?
We were due to interview Miriam last November, I believe.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that didn't come about due to...
me being ill.
Exactly. But he's fine and fit.
Yeah.
Ready to face Miriam. So without further ado, let's hear what she's got to say. Good afternoon, Miriam, and thank you for inviting us backstage.
Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone.
So, one of the questions I was going to ask you, you've obviously done so much theatre, you've done so much stage. What do you prefer, theatre or
Theatre.
Really?
Oh, goodness, yes.
Is it because you get the buzz from the audience?
Of course.
Yeah, David Jason said this when we interviewed him.
Well, it's a golden thread that binds us.
Like today, you got the instant laughter, telling your stories and all that. They were fantastic stories.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
We're going to get the book, but they're probably too rude to tell on our podcast.
They probably are.
That's okay. We have an 18 rating, so we can click that button.
We do.
Miriam, you've had this recent operation and had a
It was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
First of all, you might have seen on the internet and in a few papers something a few knobheads wrote that I was at death's door. Bollocks! I'm very much alive.
I've had 2 heart attacks, so the surgery I've had because they went in through my grind too. I'm on statins. Are you on statins?
Yes.
Did you know that one of the biggest side effects of statins is they make you fart?
I did not know that.
Yes, it is.
But I don't think it would have made any difference because I farted anyway.
Well, me too.
So did I, but my wife keeps telling me not to fart.
Tough shit.
That's what I say.
But I agree with you. You've got to let it... There's no point letting a rumble stay in there.
You
it's
just
got to go.
let it go.
It's got to go.
Here's a fart coming up, especially for you. There we go.
So, a good friend of yours, Bobby George, says hello.
Oh,
we interviewed
I love
him. We went round his house in George Hall.
Isn't it fabulous?
Have you been?
Of course.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you didn't go fishing, did you?
No, it's not my thing, fishing.
No.
I eat the fish, but I won't.
Yeah.
I don't do it myself. But he's a real gentleman.
He is.
You know, he's what Mummy used to call a rough diamond.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, he's a bit like that, gore blimey. But his heart is pure.
We told him, this was last year when we was hoping to see you, we was going to interview. Oh, send my love to her, send my love to her, he goes.
And he also said that Miriam was the only person I got on with on that programme.
Yeah.
And we really did get on.
Yeah.
I just saw the goodness in him, the sweetness, the kindness, and all the rest of it is, he's a huge personality and wonderful.
Yeah.
I love him.
Yeah. I read that you was an advocate for assisted dying.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I just think that if people have an illness that they cannot recover from, are in terrible pain, they should be able to take their life as they want to. It's not, but of course you have to have safeguards so that people don't get bumped off just because it's inconvenient to look after them. But I do believe in assisted dying, absolutely.
I think I do, especially with what I've got, because I intend to stay on this earth as long as I can. And so do you, don't you?
Yes, I do.
But it's...
No, but when things are really bad, one has to be able to do that. If you do it for a dog, why don't you do it for yourself? Why can't you do it for yourself?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy school? What were you like at school?
I was a very naughty girl at school, and I enjoyed being the form wag, the joker in the pack. And I remember using my skills at characterization in the fourth form once when I pretended to be a French lady. I borrowed my mother's fur coat and her high heels, and I came into school and knocked at the door of the French class. Miss Willits was the teacher.
Right.
And I said, "Oh, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I'm thinking of taking my daughter to this school, and I wondered if I could perhaps look around, listen to the lesson a little." And she said very unsmilingly, "Miriam, just stop being silly and sit down." "How dare you speak to me like that? Who are you to talk to me? I'm a parent coming to investigate the school. Miriam, if you don't stop, I'm going to send you straight to Miss Stack." That was the headmistress. I said, "I am absolutely appalled at this. I am definitely not bringing my child here." But I got sent to Miss Stack anyway. It was fun. I used to do impersonations of the mistresses, and one of them, the gym teacher, Miss West, had to teach us about what to do with our sanitary towels, because those are the days before Tampax. And so, well, she said, "Miriam, have your period started?" And I said, "Yes, Miss West," because my period started way before everyone else's, And she said, "Well, we don't have any facilities in the pavilion, so I'm afraid you're going to have to bring newspaper to school." And then she would sort of giggle nervously, and she'd go, "Oh," like that, because she was embarrassed at having to say it. So she'd say, "Bring newspapers to school, and if you can wrap them up and take them home in your satchel, that would solve the problem. I hope that's all right." And that's what she did.
Have you always been naughty?
I've always been naughty. I just didn't do it on television, and nobody knew about it. And then when I got invited onto Graham Norton and chat shows and things like that, I just went on being the way I've always been. So, and I don't think I'm going to stop now because it's fun. I like shocking people. I like it when people recoil with distaste and a look of revulsion almost. I enjoy that.
That big bag, Miriam, that you've got beside you and you keep reaching into, what's in there then?
So yes. First thing I'm going to take out might surprise you. It's an onion.
Right.
I always carry an onion because I love them. I don't think people mind if you smell of onion. It's not bad breath. It's just onion breath. And sometimes people say, "Christ, you smell of onion." And I say, yeah. This is my purse, and this is where I keep my money. And unlike the Queen, I do carry money. Dear Queen, bless her. I was really sad when she died. This is Taboo, an Italian licorice breath sweetener. And this is Jo Malone, which is my perfume of choice, lime, mandarin and basil. Fresh. I like to smell fresh. I don't always. That's my bank car keys and driving license.
Right. Yeah.
My little earbuds, I think that's what they call earbuds. I like proper piano music and Brahms, Beethoven, Schubert, Mozart. Can't stand ABBA. Sunglasses, mirror, main glasses. Oh, now this is a wonderful key. This is a disabled lavatory key, and you don't have to ring and wait for bloody hours while you're pissing yourself. Saved my knickers time after time. So yes, every girl needs that. Pot of Nivea to moisten areas which get dry, and I leave it to you to work out which they are.
So we hear you was invited to Buckingham Palace some while back. Tell us about that. And did you actually get to meet the Queen?
Yes, Her late Majesty. When I met her and she said, "And what do you do?" I said, "I am the best reader of stories in the whole world." And of course she went,
No.
and moved on. And the person next to me, she asked the same question. He was explaining. He said, I teach dyslexic children to read. And if the pages are in different colours and the letters are in different colours, helps the children to absorb the information more quickly and easily. And I, hearing this, standing next to him, I said, "Goodness, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. Really?" And the Queen turned to me and said, "Be quiet."
Would you say you've got a positive... I know when you look at me, you think Harry Potter's let himself go, but...
Never occurred to me.
Until now.
Would you say you've got a positive mental attitude?
I think I'm naturally melancholic.
Right. Yeah.
But I love to laugh and I love connection with people. And if the people are good, then I feel good and happy and relaxed. But there are plenty of shits. And then I don't feel so good when I meet them.
Yeah.
We're quite predominantly with medical things that we talk about, but we have a little bit of fun, but we don't take the mickey out of anything. But you mentioned in your stage show about the cow's tissue that you had put in your aortic valve?
Correct.
And it's through the thighs or the groin?
There are 2 holes in the groin. They pull it up inside you electronically.
Wow.
And then they go, and it just opens out and pushes your old aortic valve to the side and says, "Here I am. Wow. I'm yours."
And you feel a lot better now?
Oh, fuck yes.
I like it.
Did you feel something coming on? What gave you the indication?
Well, I didn't particularly feel worried or anxious, but I had examinations and people felt that something had to be done. And I'm not a candidate for an operation. I won't have an operation for anything.
No.
So this was a procedure.
Yes.
And it's a different thing. They do not puncture your chest or your... None of it. It's amazing.
That's what I thought they did, because he was telling me about the stents he's had put in.
I've had 6 stents and they go in the same way. They can go in through the groin, which is the easiest route, apparently.
Yes. People say so. I mean, I just put myself in the hands of my surgeon, and he was wonderful. Raoul de Silva, wonderful man at the Royal Brompton Hospital.
Yeah.
You now have Australian citizenship.
I do. I've had it since 2013.
Yeah. And you live apart from... Do you live apart from
Heather
your partner?
and I have different homes, but eventually we will be together. I was lucky that very early in my life, I met somebody I fancied sexually and who fancied me, astonishingly, and who delights me and interests me. Every day I'm in her presence.
Yeah.
You're well known for your voiceovers. So what would you say was your favourite?
I had the fortune to be given the chance to do the voice of the Cadbury's caramel bunny.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody said, it's got to be sexy. It's got to be sexy. Now, my actual voice is not particularly sexy.
Yeah.
So I tried to give it a spin and make it faintly rural, a sort of kind of a flirtatious milkmaid sort of effect. And so she sounds like Hello, Mr. Bunny. Why are you looking so sad? All the other bunnies jumping around are happy. And something like that, anyway.
So, would you say you're political?
I'm very political. I'm very much on the left. So if you're on the right, fuck off, cunt face. And, you know nothing. That's the truth, darling.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I consider myself a bit of a left-wing snowflake. Would that describe you?
Left-wing snowflake. I like the sound of you, love. You're my sort of guy. I'm a left-wing snowflake.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm a bit too old to be called a snowflake, but the point is that we've got a fucking awful government and we better realise it.
No.
England is fucking shite and they're all cunt faces. I hate it at the moment.
What's your thoughts on Donald Trump?
Well, he's a complete arsehole. It's actually terrifying and very serious. You wonder what's happened to America.
Yeah.
Because they used to be all right. Now they're a load of raving loonies.
So what would you say is your current issue with the world today, Miriam?
Gaza. I feel it particularly because I'm Jewish, because I know how much wickedness and cruelty were meted out to Jews in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I was born in 1941 at the height of the Holocaust. And I cannot bear to think that my people are doing exactly the same thing to another nation. And the nation that they're doing it to, the Palestinian nation, was not responsible for the Holocaust, had nothing to do with it. That was a purely European pleasure. And so my heart is broken. And I think the terrible thing I have to face is that Hitler won. He changed us. He made us like him.
Yeah.
I've just noticed you've got hair on your chest. That is so nice. I like hairy chests.
I've always been hairy.
Yes, I can vouch for that. He once auditioned for Planet of the Apes.
Something like that, anyway. Some girls have a few hairs growing from their nipples or anywhere. I've never been particularly hairy. Hair on head and none anywhere else.
Oh.
Well, it's all dropped off.
So
How tall are you?
5'10".
Are you?
Yes.
I'm not going to ask about any other measurements, but you're obviously very satisfactory.
Well, most departments, wink, wink. We can't interview you without mentioning Harry Potter.
Do you know, I'll have to admit something. I've never seen a Harry Potter film all the way through.
Really?
I've only seen the two that I've been in, number 2 and number 8, and I fell asleep in both of them. And I've never read a Harry Potter book. But I'm very happy that I'm in something that gives people pleasure. I worry about Harry Potter fans because they should be over that by now.
Right.
You know, I mean, it was 25 years ago, and it's for children. I think it's for children. But they get stuck in it. I do cameos and people say, oh, we're having a Harry Potter themed wedding. And I think, gosh, what's their first night of fun going to be?
Yeah,
I can't even think about it. No. Harry Potter is wonderful. I'm very grateful to it. It's over.
Yeah.
But if you didn't like children, how did you cope with the Harry Potter filming?
Well, they were all very nice children, and they had chaperones who kept them behaving well.
Yeah.
And every time I swore, which was quite often, they fined me, and the money went to the World Wildlife Fund, you see.
Oh, okay.
So I think I was quite popular. And when you're naughty, and I was naughty, it kind of pleases children. It's sort of nice for them that a grown-up can be naughty as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think they quite liked me. And so we used to have a lot of fun, and I would teach them bad words.
Right.
So I think their memory of me is quite positive, which is good. And that's how I deal with them.
Yeah.
I behave badly and teach bad words. So don't send me your children.
I'll remember that. Miriam, I see you still drive. We both have disabled badges for parking. Do you have a disabled badge?
What I would say to the world, do not park in disabled spaces. If you have no right to it, don't bloody do it.
Yeah.
Finally, Miriam, have you got any advice or tips for us and all our listeners?
Move your bowels every day and always tell the truth, because if you don't, you'll be found out. Fuck till you drop and then just buy a house. I'm a fat old aunt and I've only got about 5 years left. Have a wank, have a fuck, do whatever you want. Enjoy yourself.
I don't quite know how to follow that. Is that it, Miriam?
Well, I always say never let the sun set on a quarrel.
Yeah.
And don't gamble with your happiness. Don't go after people because your groin twitches. Just let it go.
Okay.
And I know you men are all the same. You can't wait to get your trousers unzipped. My heart, my life, and my legs are open to all of you.
Can we just say, Miriam, thank you very much.
What a pleasure that you came for me. I'm very, very pleased to see you.
Yeah, thanks very much, Phil, for your participation today. It's been an eye-opener.
Thanks very much.
Good. Bless you. Bye-bye.
Well, Martin, what do you think of that interview?
That was brilliant. I'll tell you what, was lucky to get the time we did, I think.
That was short and sweet, but very much to the point. I think we got some interesting insights into the bodily functions as much as anything else. What do you say?
Well, if Griff Rhys-Jones hold the record for 2.5 hours of an interview, that holds the record for the least time on an interview. But it was quality time.
It was quality time.
That's the difference.
And she was very gracious.
Yeah.
And giving us her time this afternoon, because she obviously was under a lot of pressure.
We have to remember she's 84 now.
I know.
She's not as well as she was, although, as she did point out, she isn't dying.
One surprising aspect of the show that I didn't expect, and I don't think you did either, was that Ed Burns was the host.
Yeah, that really shocked me. I didn't know who was going to be, asking the questions. I thought it was just some random bloke we didn't know. But, Ed Burns, and we got to meet him, didn't we?
Yeah, I have to say to the majority of the audience in there this afternoon, I don't think Ed Burns was that well known to them, given that we were probably one of the youngest.
Yeah, we were. And, but no, it was a fantastic show. And slightly, if you're easily offended by swearing or anything like that, don't go and see Miriam. But if you're up for a laugh and love anything which is vulgar, that's the best way to put it, isn't it?
Tongue-in-cheek stuff. So if you take it tongue-in-cheek for what it is, then that's a great show.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I really enjoyed it. So I didn't know what to expect, as I say. I knew she wasn't going to stand there with just a microphone until chokes. So I knew that for a fact. But
there you go. So that's Miriam Margolyes. I hope you enjoy the short but to the point interview.
Yeah.
Moving on from that, we had a podcast recently on the weight loss injection. We've actually got a guest that's been through this process and has lost an awful lot of weight and has agreed to come on our show and tell us all about it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting because obviously she's doing it firsthand. I mean, we're just research. I was just researching what happens, and we had some feedback from that, which we'll probably talk about on another podcast, won't we? When
we'll probably talk about that on the podcast when she joins us.
Yeah, that's a good idea because we did have some feedback from our latest one, and we've got some news for everybody, haven't we?
I don't know, have we?
Yeah.
What's that then?
What did we do? What did we win in America?
Oh, yes, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We won the
top podcast
of the week for lunchtime listeners.
Yeah, in New York City.
Yes, the Big Apple.
Yeah.
See, we are getting around, mate.
Oh, yes.
I know we're only in Norfolk today, but today, Norfolk.
Yeah, tomorrow, the world. No, I was really pleased for that. I was chuffed to bits.
Good. So you should be.
Yeah.
So I can't believe that we stopped at Burger King so that I could refresh my tummy, because you're getting the Indian when you get home.
Yeah.
And you're the only person I know that can go into a closed Greggs and come out with a cake.
I did.
How did you manage that?
It's the old charm.
Charm.
Did you hear her say that? Sorry, my love, we're closed.
Yeah, I did hear her say that.
And I went up to her. I said, "Oh no!" I said, "I'd really love a cake." And she went, "Well, my till is open." She says, "What do you want?"
There weren't that many cakes in there, was there?
No, there was some. I was talking to her about it. Funny enough, they call them finger rolls, but we call them split Swiss. They were an iced bun with a cut down the middle with fresh cream in it and a little bit of jam on it. I didn't have that. I had a custard slice, and I'm going to eat that after my Indian.
I have to say, travelling along here in the car, Martin is now sporting a little bit of bristle on his fizzle. I'm not sure what look he's going for at the moment.
It's the
Shaggy dog, green grass. Do you remember green grass?
Oh, shut up! No one's going to know who he is either. Thank goodness.
You know who
From
he is.
Heartbeat.
Yeah,
yeah, I do.
I think you're a spitting image of green grass.
Oh, thank you. I've been called worse things.
You just need your overcoat now, don't you?
Yeah.
Or who else sports a beard like that at the moment? I don't know. Just trying to think.
Rolf Harris. No, cut. And the reason why I'm growing it is because one day I thought, I'm going to grow a beard. I've never grown a beard in my whole life. But this morning I got up and I was in these showers where I'm staying here with Betsy. I thought to myself, I might shave this off. And I thought, no, I can't be bothered. I haven't got enough time. So I went back to Linny and I said, really thought about shaving my beard off. And do you know what she said?
No.
Oh, please don't. And I thought, she must like it.
Oh.
So, but she said about going to a Turkish barber's and having it properly shaped. And that's why I want to get some nice new aftershave and all that as well.
Yeah, well, you need to let it grow a bit longer before you go to Turkish barbers, because they'll take one look at that and say,
I can still shape it.
What, that?
Yeah, around my neck. Look.
That?
It's just wild at the moment.
Wild? That looked like a freshly cut bush.
A privet edge.
I've gone a few days without shaving when I've been ill or something like that.
Mm.
And that's always irritated me, all those hairs prickling my face, and especially around my nose. I can't bear a loose hair around my snout.
I haven't got any up by my nose. I'm just touching it now.
If I get a hair grow up my nose, it's prickling my face all the time. I can't bear that.
Out your nose or up your nose?
Out my nose.
Oh, yeah, you have to pull them.
And sometimes you can't get hold of them. That's the trouble.
I know. It's where you need a good wife and a pair of tweezers.
Have you heard that you can actually have your nose waxed?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got a nose trimmer.
No, you can actually have it waxed.
Well, I never knew
they
that.
Stuff wax up your snout with like a lolly stick attached, right?
Right.
So you put this hot wax in your nose and you have this lolly stick attached, and then they leave it for a while to go off, and then they come along and yank it out.
Cool. That must make you smart a bit.
I remember Louis Spence having that done somewhere. I saw him on the TV and he had it done. Oh, that was painful. Cool. Or it looked painful.
Yeah.
I don't think I could bear that. But don't the hairs stop your nose running?
Yes.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they do, because I've noticed that my nose runs more when I do that with a little thing I've got for it.
Nose trimmer.
Your nose trimmer, that's it.
I've got rhinitis, so I've got an instantly runny nose.
Oh, right, nice.
So, and I've always
I wonder what that trail was.
Not a snail.
No.
I've always trim my nose hairs because I can't bear them sticking out or prickling or anything. And I've always got a runny nose. And even when we've had temperatures of 30-odd degrees, if I'm concentrating on something outside, like, doing a job or something, my nose will run.
Really?
Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah.
And I carry a hanky with me. I
know you do, yeah. I've noticed that. Is that why then?
Yeah.
Ah.
But my children and grandchildren think that's old-fashioned.
What, to have a hanky?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's an old man's thing, isn't it?
But I had a hanky when my kids were growing up. And my God, did that come in handy when they got snotty snouts and things like that.
Or you licked it and went then.
Do you remember the school kid when they used to have a bubble hang out their nose and they used to go in and out, in and out?
Yeah, oh yeah, I do. Yeah.
Well, Simon was a bit guilty for that sort of thing. So those hankies really came in handy.
Yeah. Oh, I'll never see Simon in the same light again now.
Well, they all did it, really.
So that just about winds things up, I think, Martin, for today.
It does. Okay, listeners, thanks very much.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Cheers. See ya. Bye.
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 You've been listening to the Who's Tom and Dick podcast with your hosts, Martin Weavers and Patrick Mortimer. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the show on Apple, Spotify, or your favorite streaming platform. New episodes are available every Friday. Thanks for tuning in.
Away the glue. Years go by, but the bond stays true. Through thick and thin, always breaking through. They reminisce under the old oak tree, sharing secret dreams. Just Tom and Dick, you see. Old mates, forever in sync. Stories to tell, and a drink to link. Through laughter and tears, we rise and we fall. Every moment together, they cherish it all. Tom and Dick, in a world